Grand awakening to the one whom has awakened within you from the one whom is awakened in this form. These forms, these consciousnesses, minds, egos, physical body, my energy body. Do you understand what absolute means? The simplest way to describe it to you, what absolute is defined as complete and unrestricted. This is what the awakened one is. Complete and unrestricted, not limited by the mind, the consciousness, the physical body, the energetic body, the emotional body, the psychic body. But to put it all together, all the selves, all the identification with selves, and realize the awakened one, as hard it is for the human conceptual indoctrination to understand, the egos who want to know everything and want to be a real boy like Pinocchio. The illusion of ego cannot understand this, but only if you have it subconsciously set up as your master. In this victim mentality and constantly taking offense to everything that triggers, if you're still blaming your triggers and your triggering on other. The truth is, let's talk about me, okay? On one side, I am asleep, though my ego thinks maybe it's awakened. So, I'm going to lie to myself and to you and say, when you disrespect me, or I perceive disrespect, I'm going to think and say and believe and feel maybe in a lie that you made me angry. Now, listen to what I just said. You made me angry. I have given you absolute authority over the responsibility of my emotion, of my way of thinking, my belief in this is a lie. Although if you are identified as the form and your old programs and triggers are set into motor memory as triggering reaction responses, you will believe that that disrespectful person or that disrespect made you angry. But what is actually happening is you've made a choice a long time ago and either didn't realize it, didn't care, didn't understand, or just forgot. You chose that this is how you were going to react in this specific situation. You were going to get angry. But tell yourself, you were getting angry not because you chose this as a response, as a reaction. You're going to lie to yourself and say, this person, this disrespect made me angry. But awakened, you are now awakened in your absolute authority over self, the selves. If and or when you are angry, acknowledge and understand that you are only angry when you choose to be angry. Nobody can make me be angry. Nobody can make you feel anything. We have all gotten used to the victim mentality of thinking that other people are responsible for how we think, how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to others, how we feel, and what we believe. You've dedicated all these super important decisions to the subconscious mind, but not as we are today, how we were when the trauma happened. And it's been left there in your subconscious mind, though not your enemy. It's still using the old programs you set back when you were traumatized from that person, which you probably aren't even around anymore, or they're no longer in your environment. But when you sense a certain disrespect, you are perceiving that this is how I must react to survive that. But here, with you now. But if you can consciously go back exactly as you did in the first place and take an inventory and a look at how your subconscious mind reacts to the world around you, or even the world inside of you. The programs that you have set as motor memory responses. If you erase them and set new programs to how you want to respond in the future, or dare I say consciously act to a certain scenario or situation, that can be your new synapse, your new trigger, if you speak, but in a sense where it serves you now, as that trigger served you in fear when you were seeking survival and looked to the ego and subconscious mind. Now you look to the one awakened in you, in all your forms. You could erase the old program, Sigma strategize. What is my response when this person disrespects me? I am indifferent. I do not care. I do not seek their validation or respect any longer. They have no authority to make me angry. This is the truth. If I get angry, whether I'm lying to myself or not and thinking or saying they're making me angry, that's not what's happening. I am making me angry. I am pulling my trigger of anger and exploding. If you want to sit here all day and say, I'm grumpy because of this happened, or because this person said this, or because you said something that reminded me of something else you said 2 weeks ago, that's going to be your life experience. You're going to be a victim to your environment. You're going to sleepwalk through the rest of your life. Your ego's going to think you know some shit. And you're always going to be at the mercy of everything but the one awakened in you. We choose what we value and what we feel in this experience. If I feel like I want to have a good day, then I will. If I feel like I want to be angry when someone disrespects me or I perceive disrespect, then I'm going to be angry. This is all coming back to what I've been talking about with your focus. You need to realize and acknowledge what has the absolute authority over the experience you call you. Do you think for yourself authentically? Or do you think others' thoughts that maybe resonated with you? Now the danger with resonation is, if I am a trickster or a deceiver or a dark sigma, an evil sigma, I can take a pinch of the truth and mix it into 90% lies And if that one pinch resonates with you, boom, I got you. Now you believe my lies as well, and I got you in a wild goose chase, chasing your tail, getting nowhere. Oh, you escaped religion, but you found spirituality. Okay. Did this little piece resonate with you? Take all the dogma with it and limit yourself. Love is the greatest force. You cannot understand. The ego is you. Oh. There's something greater than love. You can understand. You are more than enough. And if you honestly choose and tell yourself and believe, I am awakened. Here, now, you take full accountability and responsibility for absolute authority over your consciousness, your thoughts, your actions, your feelings, your energy, your focus. No one can make you do anything, feel anything, think anything. When you are doing that, what you call that, on a subconscious level, you are saying yes. You see that they are making you think something. But this is only possible, or at least this perspective is only possible, because as they offered to you the choice or the chance to be angry, to make you angry, you accepted and you said on a subconscious level, yes, I'm allowing myself to believe that you make me angry. But what's really happening is they're giving you the opportunity to choose being angry. And you are choosing to be angry. You have the absolute authority. The awakened one in you must acknowledge and realize your absolute authority in this experiential gnosis. Take absolute authority and responsibility for your awareness, your consciousness, your mind, your thinking, your speaking, what you say to yourself, the self-talk. Nobody makes you do any of this. And if you believe that, it is because you are lying to yourself in this victim mentality and not realizing that you are a slave to your subconscious mind, or unwittingly did not understand or forgot that these trigger responses and reactions that you go to on autopilot on motor memory, you have forgotten that you're the one that put them there, or you didn't understand because nobody told you. I am telling you now, if you suffer and you're a victim to the world and you think that people make you sad or people make you angry, and the opposite is also true. If you think people make you happy or people make you feel love, you're just lying to yourself and you don't understand your absolute authority. Maybe you are awakening, the grand awakening. But awakening is much like trying. It's a process that does not complete. Awakening. It's that state when you're in between being fully asleep and you haven't really snapped into consciousness yet in your bed. That theta? I forget. That is awakening. So when we are abracadabra, when we create as we speak that I am awakening, that's all we're creating. It's an experience of constantly awakening. So we are not awakened. But once you acknowledge your absolute authority and you are ready to make this important choice, if you want to liberate yourself from the illusions of ego and victim mentality and being ruled by your subconscious and unconscious mind, by programs that no longer serve you, if you can acknowledge this, be awakened. Choose to be awakened. Here, now, and from the stillness that moves beyond your consciousness. The Illuminati and the Masons call it the eye, the all-seeing eye of countenance. I have outside my mind, so I'm not picking on memory right now. I looked at the sun. Have you ever looked at the sun when it's safe? Google when it's safe. I think it's early in the morning and not at noon. Have you ever looked at the sun and allowed those light codes and that information to directly go through the windows of the soul into your pineal and feed it without a shield? Don't hold it too long, especially not when it's ultra violent. Once you have decided, choose to be awakened here now and take full authority over your egoic forms, your identification with the vehicles and sheaths and essentially the puppets you use to navigate these multi-dimensions at the same time. Mind, body, consciousness, feelings, energy, psychic body, karmic body. What is that? What was that, 8? You existing in 8 dimensions? Always? But you are telling yourself you're a 3rd dimensional experience? It's time that we were all awakened together. But you must choose. If you cannot hear my words, or you're always looking back to the past or to the future that for some offense or disrespect you perceived when you retranslate my words and never really saw me or knew me, then that's all your experience will ever be. All I asked of you when you thought I was criticizing, I just wanted to help. And when I seen you choosing again and again to lie to us both and say somebody else made you feel something or think something, or that when I said A, it reminded you of 2 weeks ago when I said B, and that offended you, so I offended you now. No, I did not offend you. You chose in your ego to take offense, because if you really speak your truth, the one within is not offended by anything. For it is truly nothing, if you understand the singularity itself. And now what your mind thinks of me to say, when I say nothing, I'm just going to leave you with this, so you get what the stillness is that moves beyond your consciousness. The you, the one whom is puppeteering what you call you. Nothing. Imagine everything, everywhere, all at once, right? If you pull it all back into a single point, a singularity, maybe you would think to describe now that we've got everything in one. But there's no longer everything anymore. This is nothing because it is not a thing. It consists of everything, but now that it's all one again, it is actually nothing because there is nothing else. What nothing actually is defined is nothing is everything. It's the perfect paradox of this delusion of Maya. So when these enlightened masters tell you that I am that I am, the truth I tell you, they don't understand, and they're leading you on a wild goose chase back to these egoic notions of self, where you are segregated and separated from the truth of what exactly you truly are. Nothing. Which is everything, everywhere, all at once. An omniscient, omnipresent stillness that moves into being, into thought, into consciousness, into physical movement, into energetic ignition. Drevya, the dragon, the master of the selves, the awakened one, absolute, in absolute authority. It's a choice. So you choose. Go back to living a life of blaming all your decisions and all your moods and all your emotions and thoughts and choices on that person made me do it, you made me mad, you made me sad, you... Go ahead, do that, or awaken. Be awakened and acknowledge and realize whatever I do, think, or feel, I choose. And that's what's up. So, namaste. The darkness in me acknowledges the darkness in you, as the light in me acknowledges the light in you. Inanna Rahma, the one in me, acknowledges the one in you.